Yeah, so Why Him is another film that's starring James Franco. How did this pan out? Was it funny? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you. Why Him?
Insanely in love with your daughter.
Nance, you okay?
Where's Scotty? Oh my God, he's under the moose!
Oh! He's teabagging you, bro!
So Why Him is a 2016 comedy starring James Franco and Bryan Cranston. Well, James Franco plays this guy who's trying to impress his girlfriend's father in hopes that he would grant him permission to marry his daughter. But James Franco's character is a loud, obscene, profanity-filled guy who's just off the charts. And Bryan Cranston doesn't like him. So when you hear that premise, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, it writes itself. Every movie has its good and its bad. So let me talk about the good about this movie. The good. This movie was funny. It did do its job, and it was a funny comedy. It was very entertaining. It had a lot of jokes that did work. They had me laughing at it, from the things that they were doing and the things that they were saying, and from how the characters reacted around each other, and just everything that went on with this movie. It was fairly entertaining, as well as the acting. The acting was good. I mean, like I said, it's just a comedy. They didn't try to go for no Oscar-worthy performances, but a lot of the jokes did hit their comedy mark, especially with Bryan Cranston having did Malcolm in the Middle, which is a show that I haven't watched really, so I don't know too much about his comedic chops up in there, but I hear a lot of good things from it. I know that he is experienced within the comedy realm, so this is nothing out of the ordinary. And it did work. A lot of stuff that he said and did was funny, and as well as everybody else. But this really were all the good things in with this movie. Because, like I said, it was funny. I did find entertainment out of it. But a lot of the jokes were hit or miss. And it was a lot of missed jokes. It was a lot of things that was just like, you know, am I supposed to laugh at this? You know, I found it entertaining. And like I said, I did laugh. But it wasn't no time in this movie where I was just flat out laughing, crying, and just, even after the joke or whatever happened, I'm just laughing because it was just that funny. It never offered me anything like that. And that's a big deal because it's a comedy. It's supposed to deliver things like that, and it didn't, and it just kind of failed on that aspect. As well as this movie seemed like it was trying too hard, but not. If that makes any sense. It's like they go big with certain things they were trying to do, but then other parts it seemed like they could have did more, but they didn't. And it shows because a lot of the times once a joke in or a scene where something funny happened, it just seemed kind of awkward going into the next scene. And just to get to the end, this isn't a spoiler, but it could have ended, I say, about 10, 15 minutes earlier, give or take, because once it got to a certain point towards the end, it was like, okay, this is going to be the end, it's going to end, but then it kind of drags on a little bit, and at that point, I'm like, okay, this movie needs to end. And with a good movie, you don't ever think that. A good movie will get you going all the way into the end, and you want more, and this movie just kind of dragged on a little bit. I'm glad it didn't drag on way longer than that, but it just dragged on a tad bit long, and it didn't work for me. I wanted the movie to be over. But yeah, but in conclusion, this movie had wasted potential. I mean, just the premise itself was such a good premise. I mean, you could have went to the moon, out to the stars with that premise and actually made a good, funny ass movie. But they just did not do that, and it was just a whole bunch of wasted potential. I left the movie unsatisfied. And like I had my chuckles, I had a few laughs, but it was nothing. It was just, yeah, it was what it was. And so my recommendation for this movie is that I don't think you should go see it. I think you should go ahead and save your money. And if you do happen to go see it, catch it on the Stimulus Tuesdays like one of my theaters have. Or, you know, catch it on the matinee to where you're paying half price and you're not going to come out of pocket for a whole bunch of money to go see this movie. At the most, I say just check it out when it comes out to DVD on Redbox or whatever video store you can get it at, because this movie, even though as decent as it is not worth the theater experience. And I hope you guys save your money because this was not a good comedy, especially in the year 2016. It's one of the decent, but not the best. So take that as you will. But in any case, with that said, that concludes this Take One movie review of the movie Why him? Go ahead and press the like button to this video. Comment down below if you've seen it. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I'd like to hear y'all thoughts and what y'all thought about it. As well as go ahead and share this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And turn on your notifications. That way you can get notified for when I drop a new video, movie review, or whatever, or podcast. And yes, I do podcasts. Go ahead and check that out, to Take One Podcast. And everything else that's included within my social media is down there in the description below. And if I haven't thanked you before, thank you guys for joining me in this movie review. And I will catch you guys later. Until next time. Peace.